Hey all, this is Archangel M here with more Witcher 3.
We were really hoping to meet Cecilia Belant.
You are admirers, I surmise. I'm certain you will have ample opportunity to converse with her.
It cannot be easy to identify anyone in this crowd. Perhaps you could help us find her.
I don't know where she is now, but I can give you a clue.
Let's hear it.
Seek the Kaviri orchid.
Meaning?
Okay.
Cecilia wears one in her hair. You shall recognize her easily by the orchid.
Ah.
Well, well. Dandelion's always complaining about artists being poor as temple mice.
The residence belongs to none of them. They are guests here. Oriana, she owns this. Woman in the black dress. There, on the balcony.
Got her. Doesn't wear a mask?
It would be pointless. All would know her anyway.
Kaviri Orchid. Let's look for it. If we find Cecilia, we'll find the Cintrian.
Ah, parties.
Go on, Geralt. Be bold. Show us the artist in you. To paint force. Cast them at the canvas.
Okay.
Folk, yet another soul longing to express its creative side.
Well, you are not an artist.
It's obvious. It's representative.
Good sick greetings, Witcher.
It's not a landscape, you pleb. It's a manifestation of the man's soul.
There we are. No idea what I'm doing, in all honesty.
Yes, it's sure to be a master.
Lush and verdant as a field of vines. To vines and to wine! Composition takes shape.
Yes, it's sure to be a masterpiece.
Should you tire of these hues, drop them in. Grab a different
I need yellow.
Drop them in the pail and grab a different
I'm out of yellow.
Voila! Fine. Now, allow me a moment to ponder. My appraisal? The painting depicts spiritual dualism. The continual battle between good and evil.
Yeah, look at it how you want. I'm gonna walk away now.
Oh yes, that's him all right. Good versus evil. The dualistic nature of man.
And defiance.
This is splendidly done. Let's go. Your words, as you've made no effort to understand. It's a metaphor of the concept.
That was fun.
Besides,
Cecilia.
Look at the mage. I believe he's casting spells.
Yeah, we'll see.
Hey. There's something there beneath him. The floating's a fake.
The dolphins. That is no ordinary illusion. The man is a true artist.
Impressive.
Pretentious. I was prepared for all sorts of criticism, but pretentious. Blah, blah, blah. Avant-garde, schmavant-garde. It's
Okay then.
about to burst.
Look, lanterns. They say releasing them brings good luck.
Oh, we'll need as much.
Let's give it a try.
Never suspected you believed in such things.
Oh, we'll need all the luck we can. We're dealing with vampires, lady. That looks like a flower.
Do
That
not
is nudity.
disturb. Shoo, shoo.
It's the right...
Of course it is. A Koviri or...
To me?
Lie still. You may speak, but for luck.
We can't...
To me,
Centrian... No...
Sin...
No looking.
Ashi...
Really?
He get...
Alright. That was disturbing. I try to avoid stuff like that.
Empty, heart-shaped box. Cecilia must have left it behind.
It looks like it held a flask of perfume. A gift from the Cintrian, I imagine.
Scent still hangs in the air. Let's follow it. Love letter penned on a napkin. Look,
Oh, my amour, my sunbeam flittering across the firmament of my life. Tricky refuse.
Aren't they even? Because the right cup seems somewhat higher to me.
Hello. You will let us in.
Sorry, only artists in the Mandragora allowed.
Come, we must consider what to do.
No, I'll just axiom.
I'd recognize that voice anywhere.
You must be mistaking me for someone else.
I served 15 years in the palace. Your Grace, I'd not mistake you for anyone.
Shh. Not so loud. We are here incognito, on state business.
Yes, Your Grace. How may I serve?
Well, first off this.
I hope we can count on your discretion.
Of course. I shall be silent.
Okay, or I'll put you in one.
Looking for Cecilia Bellant. Seen her?
She's in her dressing room, where she went with a nobleman. They clearly were drawn to each other.
What did the man look like?
Tall, broad-shouldered, a black beard peeping out from under his mask.
That must be him. We must get to the dressing room, quickly.
Yes, Your Grace. I'll take you.
No, stay here. Anyone tries to flee, you stop them.
Exactly. Good thing I brought you, otherwise I would have had to axiom.
Quickly, upstairs.
Come on, Slowpoke. I think they went in this one. But maybe it would be smarter if we... Nah.
That must be Cecilia.
No pulse. We're too late.
He slit her throat. The brute.
Didn't go out the door. Guard would have noticed. Might still be somewhere here.
You must find him before he harms another. I shall alert Oriana at once. She should bring her soirée to a close.
Shouldn't split up.
Geralt, I will be fine. Go after that rogue.
Okay.
Killed her, then went out on the balcony. Tore down the door. Bloody handprint. Clever. It's his. Must be pretty strong, too.
Yeah, I gotta give it to him. That was impressive.
Broke the flower pot when moving the door, then stepped in the soil. Must have climbed this ladder.
Mwah. Oh, nope, no one.
Could still be here. Need to stay alert.
Indeed. Saw nothing?
Bloodstains. Links of a snapped chain. Jewel must have been on it. Links of a snapped chain. Jewel must have been on it. Jewelry box. Lock's busted. Picked open, probably.
Oh, so he came in here to rob them. Well, too late. I'm gonna do that.
Smashed mirror. Someone crashed into it hard and sank to the floor.
Oh, he wanted to look like it to look like a botched theft. Well, that means no one will look at me.
Blood on the window frame. Someone climb out, fall out. Sconce is bent, smeared with blood. Someone try to grab it. Empty inkwell. Knocked over, turned toward the room. Hunting knife, richly ornamented. Used during the fight, probably. Canvas is cut. Somebody took a knife to the painting.
Okay.
Locked. No key in sight. Looks valuable, but it's not what he came for. Looks valuable, but it's
not what I meant to do. Come on, let me out. Well, before I do something regrettable...
Precious stone, bloody fingerprint on it. Thief came for this, must have. Tiny chain links next to it. From a snapped necklace. Seems there was a struggle.
Alright, anyone coming?
Jewel was in the box, it seems. Centurion tried to steal it, but someone got in his way. They fought, struggled, that's clear. Ended with one of them flying out the window. Fall had to have killed them. Jewel's still here, though, so our Centurion must have been the flyer.
So, this is the tracker. A witcher, yes?
Indeed,
I didn't steal
this is
anything.
him. We found the body together. Then he set off in pursuit of the killer.
And ended up here, but I've only found evidence of a fight. Seems the Centurions killed his last. Finally failed this time. Shame it happened too late for Cecilia.
Poor girl. Always told her she chose her males badly. But I would never have
I'll alert the staff. Have them see to her body at once. Meanwhile...
Okay. I bet you're the blackmailer. Maybe. I don't know.
I caught him red-handed, attempting to burgle, rifling through my possessions.
What did you do? Summon the guards?
There was no time. I feared he'd escape, refused to give him the chance. He stood with his back to me, so I attacked. He struck his head on a picture frame as we struggled. He was bleeding, dazed, and then he drew a knife. Everything happened very quickly then. I knocked the weapon out of his hand and pushed him hard. He...
fell out of the window.
Just
I guess.
So.
None too wise picking a fight with an armed robber.
Why? Because I'm a woman, in a frock rather than plate. I can take care of myself, I assure you. A hairpin might look like mere ornament, but plunged into an eye, it can be as effective as a blade.
Claim the man was trying to rob you when you walked into the room?
Yes. He stood over my dressing table, pouring through my jewelry.
Mm-hmm. After this is my guess. Picked it up while searching.
Why, that's the heart of Toussaint. Oriana, how did you ever come to have it?
I bought it, many years ago, from a young woman.
Oh.
Jewel seems important. Why?
The heart is an heirloom. It belonged to my family for years. Then it disappeared. I didn't think we would ever recover it.
Seems someone is very determined to find it. The thief left his tool bag behind. Found this drawing inside it. Look.
The Heart of Toussaint. Representation's pretty faithful. Centurion must have been on a job. Got very clear instructions what to look for.
So it is not him we seek, but his employer. Is this the only evidence we found?
Also happened on the weapon he attacked Oriana with. Hunting knife. Used to skin game. Got an emblem on its hilt.
This crest is used by the Lords of Duntine. The present master of the castle is a passionate hunter. Our next lead, perhaps.
Duntine. What's that?
Remember the place. Abandoned ruin just a few years ago.
More recently, the family's last heir, Roderick.
Know any more about this Roderick?
His grandfather was an advisor to Queen Ademarta. The family received those. Roderick is quite the recluse. He avoids society, preferring the company of a small team of knights. Though the latter term is imprecise, as they seem more akin to
Oriana, everything we discussed here, word gets out he, failed in his attempt to steal the jewel. His employer could run. We need to proceed cautiously.
Discretion is in the interest of us all. I'll not ask what this is about, just as I expect not to be troubled.
Forgive.
You must excuse me a moment.
Oriana, any thoughts?
Few make me feel awkward, but in her presence, I sense anxiety, discomfort.
The drawing. It's on the same type of paper the victims' names were written on. Drawn with the same ink, too. Seems the work of our blackmailers.
Who were not only behind the beast's murders, but also stole the Son Real and sought to steal the heart of Toussaint.
Look, the wine, the jewel, both tied to you intrinsically. Coincidence? Not something I'm willing to believe. Worried about one thing. That somewhere at the end of this scheme, plan might call for an attempt on your life.
It could be something else altogether. My sister, Siana, might be among the schemers.
Ah.
She left court when we were children.
Why was she banished?
What did your sister do to get banished?
Siana was...
Parents run afoul of some mage?
No. She was born at an inopportune moment.
Could be the case. Could also be because they were treated like lepers from birth. Isolated, prodded, ostracized.
She was angry at the whole world. I recall one such situation. We were children, and Cedric's brother was smitten. Syanna knew of it. She told Cedric of a dream she had had. That Cedric stole his father's sword and killed his brother. In the end, they forced her to leave the palace.
Think your sister might be...
You see, I recall her always being rather possessive, throwing jealous fits if I had something.
Here, that's normal for sisters.
True. I suppose I gave as good as I got. The wine, its theft, was the first clue. That's very much like her. She always did enjoy stealing my toys, but I grew almost certain when I saw the heart of Toussaint. Syanna received it from father as a gift. At a time when my parents thought of her as but an ill-behaved little girl, someone wanted some of my wine. The same someone ordered our family jewels stolen, or recovered.
A fallen princess satisfying whims, going after lost love.
Your mission has gained new import. You must go. No matter what she did, she is not to be harmed in any way, shape.
Okay. I'll see to it.
I'll find her if she...
I hope you do. I very much wish to talk to her. Sister to sister.
Your Grace, Geralt, I'd like to introduce...
Regis! What a surprise! I had no idea you were in Beauclair. And this is...
My very dear friend, Dettlaff van der Eretain, an arrival from Nazaire.
We are lending our combined resources to the Witcher's Hunt.
Ah, yes. Splendid. But why are you here at Oriana's?
They came to pay me a surprise visit, so I invited Regis in for a glass of wine. We've known each other for... ages. Literally. Witcher, I hear you know Regis too. Even that you are friends.
All true.
Few I can rely on like I can on Regis. Kinda hoping he thinks the same of me.
Curious. It seems opposites really do attract.
Don't be fooled, dear. Geralt has many merits. He merely hides them from the world very diligently.
You said you're both aiding him with his contract. It involves the Beast of Beauclair, I suspect. Master Witcher, maybe you could satisfy my curiosity. What's it like going...
Despite what you might have heard, I don't lunge at every monster I see, sword in hand. Talking gets the job done, for some.
I wonder what a monster might have to say to you.
It might want to apologize.
My word. What might a monster wish to apologize to a Witcher?
For killing. Though at times there is no choice, when loved ones are at risk and require protection.
Just like humans.
Same as humans. Put them in that situation, they'll kill too.
You understand this. It must be why you and Regis are friends. If I understand you correctly, you would rather help a monster than kill it.
If possible, yeah. Or at least try.
Enough about the Witcher trade for now. Regis mentioned you come from Nazaire. I spent time there as a child.
Fond memories?
It was wonderful. I was positively entranced by the land's fashions. Deep-cut dresses I found...
I believe we're running short on wine. I should go to the cellar.
Let me go. Wanna help, Regis? Know your wine a lot better than I know mine.
We shall return forthwith.
Behave, Dettlaff. Behave.
An exceptional conversation, don't you think? Vampires, a Witcher,
and the Duchess of Toussaint? My.
Highly exceptional, Regis. Wanted to talk to you in private. You
Indeed,
crazy bringing Dettlaff here?
Geralt, allow me to explain.
No, let me explain. He's dangerous, and you are gonna watch him.
But that is precisely what I'm doing. Dettlaff believes you'll succeed in your task, and he'll not need to kill anymore.
That is, not until he gets his hands on the men who kidnapped his Renner.
How do you know Oriana?
I met her years ago, before I met you, and before she settled in Beauclair.
But I shall tell you.
Guessing it's no accident.
It would be quite some coincidence indeed.
Mm-hmm.
You and your birds.
Now listen close. Managed to learn where the blackmailers are. They're based at Duntine Castle.
That's splendid news. If they are there, Renna must be there as well.
Duchess expects we'll find her long-lost sister there, too. Thing is, she might be involved. Could be behind the blackmailing.
Do you mean to say your task now is to extract 2 women from the castle?
Mean to say we can't breathe a word of this to Dettlaff, who wants revenge above all else.
Geralt, you must trust me.
No, Regis. Can't risk it. Gotta keep Dettlaff here while I go to Duntine.
Alone?
Alone. That way I can make sure neither woman will come to any harm.
I hope you know what you're doing.
Indubitably.
Splendidly, Dettlaff. Ah, I'm grateful you brought back those memories. You're back. It took you long enough.
Contrary to what common folk believe, choosing a wine is not nearly as easy as it might seem. Especially a wine to be served.
Regis, gallant as ever. I regret
How do you know
all
the
the more
Duchess?
that I shan't finish the second bottle with you. Duty calls.
Your Grace, always a pleasure.
I thank you for your help. It's been invaluable. You have exceptional friends. This Dettlaff, an intriguing man to say the least.
He tell you much?
Don't know him too well. He say much about himself?
Not much, but I've a good sense of the true nature of those I meet. And not
So what's his?
sensitive, sad. He carries within him the weight of a terrible tragedy.
Didn't expect the...
Neither did I. But I have not drawn you out for a romantic... I've decided my guardsmen will support you. It stands along the Saône Retour. Captain de la Tour and his men will await...
Okay.
Don't crowd around.
I'm going in a direction. Fast travel points up here.
You seek something, I've got it.
However, I now have character points. And I wish to use them here, because this is interesting. Alright. Greater red mutagen. I'm gonna need more ability points again, aren't I? Wait. It'd be nice to have 2 more on either side there. First on my list is stop by my place. And then a ride down to that one. I gotta get my armor on. That feels better. Almost forgot my glasses.
Every day they say
wine, I'm not crack smuggling wine. It's enough to drive you fit.
That lady is weird. Hello, Marlene.
I do not know how I will ever repay you, Witcher.
Don't expect to be paid. Hope you're feeling better.
Oh, yes, I feel my strength returning thanks chiefly to Barnabas Basil's care.
Horrible ordeal you endured. Glad I...
Yes, years of suffering. Do you know what was worse than the hunger? All my family's long gone now. The last of my kin.
You can stay here.
This is a big house, big estate. You can stay here.
Truly? I could...
Yeah.
After all I've suffered, the years of starvation, I've but one dream. At last to prepare food that fortifies, nourishes.
Don't see a problem if that's your dream. You could help Barnabas Basil in the kitchen. Eating his meals. You know he's not a culinary virtuoso.
Nothing could make...
No, thank you.
I've one other thing I'd like to tell you. Many years ago, my father assembled valuables for my dowry. If you wish to find them, you must go to my old home, to Trastamara. The dowry lies hidden in a bar.
Do just that.
Take care.
Seal.
Take care, Witcher. And remember...
I like being helpful. Alright then. Let's make sure my stuff is still over here. Good. I know these things have a tendency to glitch in some games, so I like to make sure that there's nothing bad going on, and I talked to him by accident. Alright then. That is not what I meant to do. Wait for that to finish. And do my armor check, save. Now this has been Archangel Lim. Till next time, please like and subscribe if you enjoyed.